Rich Paul was on
Rich
that
Paul did an
TNT
interview with Chris
broadcast.
Haynes,
Yeah, he was on there last night.
but he did an interview with Chris Haynes, and they had talked about a couple things that we're going to get into real quick. One of the things, of course, was LeBron James and his role in this search and for a new coach for the Lakers. And Chris Haynes um, asked Rich Paul,
Rich Paul, yeah.
So Rich Paul got up with Chris Haynes yesterday, and Chris Paul asked, or Rich Paul, excuse me, Rich Paul was asked what involvement has LeBron James had at the Lakers coaching search, and is he pushing for JJ Redick to become the next head coach of the Lakers? And this is what Rich Paul had to say. He says LeBron is not involved. This is a Lakers decision. In my opinion, the Lakers' focus should probably be more so on Anthony Davis than LeBron at this point. And JJ is a friend. We respect JJ. I know LeBron and JJ have the podcast. I did JJ's podcast. Me and JJ talk hoops all the time. He does know hoops. But just because they have a podcast, the Lakers have to make a decision for now and later. And whatever that decision is, that'll be an organizational decision. It's as simple as that. You agree or disagree, BA, with Rich Paul comments on LeBron's involvement of
Why
this
is
head
it?
coach?
Why is everybody capping, man? Why is everybody capping? Why? We know dang well LeBron has his finger in the cookie jar when it comes to anything and everything that happens in LA. So for him to jump out and be like, "Oh no, he doesn't. No, he's strictly worried about this and he's not doing that, and it's all about Pelinka and the organization." Stop it! You capping. This is LeBron James. His nickname is Le GM. He got it for a reason.
I don't know, Hank. What confuses me about this, bro, is that why wouldn't I understand that Anthony Davis is going to be there longer, so I've always campaigned that AD's opinion should be used in this decision. But why is it being seen like it's a bad thing to have LeBron James involved in this decision? To me, he is the franchise, so why wouldn't he be involved?
The same reason why, well, we know now he couldn't be a player coach. I didn't know that was in the rule book. Since 85, a player can't be a coach. But he don't want that pressure on him. It's going to be too much, the fans coming down on him for the mistakes that are being made. So he stays out of it publicly. Doesn't mean that he's not doing things behind the scenes.
Yeah, I'm getting ready to say, bro, there's no way in hell you're going to convince me that LeBron don't be having no say in something like this. This is his last days, too.
Exactly.
And not to mention that podcast, that's like an interview. To me, they set that up for like an interview for the Lakers and whoever to see JJ Redick's mind.
Exactly.
Well, I think they knew who JJ Redick was already, but it was interesting to see. Remember when they started this part and throughout the part with JJ and LeBron, the visuals, the vocabulary, the basketball language, the playbook was really instrumental. What they showed, as far as X's and O's. And to me, it seemed like a shot at Darvin Ham, directly, like, you can say. But does that automatically mean that you are a good fit for this team? This job to me is a death sentence for somebody new and unproven like JJ Redick.
It's a death sentence for anybody else other than JJ Redick. JJ Redick is JJ Redick. He is going to be him, whether he's on the team and then they fire him the next year. But any other coach, as long as LeBron James is the head coach, I mean, I was about to call him the head coach. That's crazy. As long as LeBron James is on the LA Lakers doing what he does, no one's going to be able to coach him. And that's the big issue. And that's why I don't want to call him a liability because he's great. But as far as coaching, yes.
I'm going to be real. Now that I think about it, and maybe this is reaching like a point guard, but I think it's been premeditated that LeBron and that JJ Redick was going to become the Lakers head coach.
Yeah.
Like I've always even questioned, why would LeBron do a podcast with JJ Redick? What was the need in him using JJ Redick? And then not only that, He got the barbershop show, right?
Right. But this is a
So,
little bit different. This is a little bit different than barbershop, just a little.
but why though? That's what I'm saying. It's
They're talking
intentionally
only
different,
basketball. Yeah,
but
only
it's
basketball.
intentional because it's an audition. That's my whole point.
Audition.
LeBron didn't have to start a new podcast because he has the other joint, and the other joint is bussing, and you don't even get that a lot, not even a lot of episodes because it'd be so much around. So what was the rush in LeBron doing the podcast? And out of all the people in the world that LeBron could do a podcast with, why would it have been JJ Redick? And then when you're doing a podcast with JJ Redick, why are y'all so harped on making it strictly about basketball? Y'all showing visuals, y'all talking about vocabulary. Whereas though JJ Redick, not LeBron, JJ Redick is starting off the videos giving tutorials about the vocabulary that's going to be given in this video. Like it all to me seems like this was an audition for JJ Redick. This is crazy to me, bro.
It was a great idea. I mean, especially when JJ went off on ESPN, great promotion. And then the show came right afterwards. And it also serves a few purposes. His audition and also changing the sports media as far as, making people understand the game. And also LeBron pushing off narratives.
He set them there. That's exactly what that's what it's really for. It wasn't for no JJ Redick. It was to set them narratives.
But BA, I just feel like niggas is going backwards because we just got rid of a coach who didn't have any experience, at that level. He won as an assistant coach in Milwaukee, Darvin Ham, but it's like we on a treadmill picking up a guy that has no experience on no level, no real significant level, I don't believe.
So it's a popularity contest. And I believe that's exactly what it is. And I know I always bring my Dallas Cowboys into it, but it's similar to my Dallas Cowboys. It is it's about winning enough, but it's not about winning it all. Because we're going
Kobe
to
allow this?
Hell no.
In his last days, would Kobe allow the storyline to supersede the title run?
Yeah, in his last days, yes.
Would Michael do the same thing?
I think
Michael did. Shit.
Yeah, I was about to say, and Kobe did as well. His last year, his last 2 years, he was just like, we ain't going nowhere. Let's just make this organization some money. And that's pretty much what it was. And that's exactly, it seems like that's exactly, history is repeating itself, should I say.
That's this. So we can't say Kobe. We can't say between Michael and LeBron, who was the better GM. LeBron has been the better GM. Yes. Yeah. We've seen Jordan's GM.
So is he like,
I don't know though, bro. Hold up.
Yeah,
hold up.
As a player,
if he had some involvement, Hank.
No, you talking about Jordan?
Yeah,
we know who put that team together. That wasn't Jordan, the Chicago Bull team.
Who was it? Because remember, Jordan was
my man. Jordan. What's his name? The past Krause.
Krause.
But you don't give Michael's presence because that is going to what attracts you to come to Chicago. If you
drafted those guys, he drafted Scotty, he drafted Horace.
I'm not even talking about that.
No. I'm not gonna let you lie like that.
How you lie? That's he drafted him.
Are you telling me that he drafted Ron Harper? That he drafted Dennis Rodman?
Oh, he the one that went and got the trade for him, though, not Jordan.
So there wasn't free agency during the 90s. None of these guys that won championships for the Lakers came through free agency. That's what you're telling me?
A lot of that stuff
all through trades and
Ron
drafts.
Harper and all that. No, but the nucleus of that team, we know who it is. It was Horace, Pippen. They traded for some of those other guys. Yeah,
Paxson,
they traded
Jordan.
Yeah.
So
they were all drafted by Chicago.
So Jordan didn't, because I know I could have sworn I seen on that documentary he was talking about Krause told him about Dennis Rodman. He was like, yeah, go get him.
Well, he just verified with Jordan, but who put it together on the table? Krause.
No, but that's his job though. But again, you being Michael Jordan in Chicago, if you are a free agent, that's the attractive piece for you to go, not Jerry Krause. You're
Yeah,
not
but
signing.
it's Jordan. Yes, you'd want to play with Michael. I understand that, but we seen his eye. He didn't want Tony Kukoc.
You said Jordan didn't want Tony Kukoc?
No, he didn't want Tony
For what-
Kukoc. He didn't
for
want to
what
trade.
reason, though?
When
He
did
did not want to trade his buddy. He's still his friend now, Oakley, and they got Cartwright. How did that work out?
I get the Cartwright thing. But the Tony Kukoc though, I don't know about that. I've never heard him say that. I've never
No,
seen it.
that's behind the scenes stuff. He didn't say it publicly, but he didn't want him there.
Okay.
For the latest and greatest on your Los Angeles Lakers, make sure you subscribe to the channel. We're on the road to 1,000 subscribers, and we appreciate the support. Follow us on social media at Lakerland Show, and join our Playback TV room for our free VIP access to our Lakers watch parties, and of course the Lakerland podcast. That's playback.tv/Lakerland.